Namo Ratnatraya, my dear Dhamma friends and the followers. Today I came here to present you Vajrayana Views and Vajrayana Talk. In Vajrayana Views and Vajrayana Talk, from few days I am making discussion on the topic, the way of practical attainment, with various examples we have discussed a lot. And today also I want to discuss on the same topic, how to avoid the evil nature of our own mind and how to purify our mind. So in this topic I want to discuss in today's Vajrayana Views and Vajrayana Talk. To avoid any evil things, to seek the good, to keep the mind pure, first of all, this is the essence of Buddha's teachings, which we should apply in our life. Indolence is one of the most difficult disciplines, but it is to him who endures that the final victory comes. When we could overcome the evils, when we overcome the bad manners, then we can purify our mind. And for this, one must remove resentment. When he is feeling resentful, one must remove sorrow while he is in the midst of sorrow. One must remove greediness while he is speed in the greed. To live a pure unselfishness, one must count nothing as one's own in the midst of abundance. To be healthy is a great advantage to be content with what one has is more than the possession of great wealth. To be considered reliable is the curious mark of friendliness. To attain enlightenment is the highest happiness. So when one has the feeling of dislike for evil, when one feels tranquil, when one finds pleasure in the listening to good teachings, when one has these feelings and appreciates them, one is free of fear. Do not become attached to the things you like. Do not maintain aversion to the things you dislike. Sorrow, fear, and bondage come from one's like and dislikes. Rust grows on iron and destroy it. So evil grows in the mind of man and destroyed him. A scripture that is not read with sincerity soon becomes covered with dust. A house that is not fixed when it needs repairing becomes filthy. So an idle man soon becomes defiled. Impure acts defile a woman, signifies stingness, defiles as offering. So evil acts defile not only this life but also the following lives too. But the defilements to be most dread is the defilements of ignorance. A man can not hope, to purify either his body or mind until ignorance is removed from him or her. It is easily to slip to shamelessness, to part and hold like a crow, to hurt others without any feelings of regrets for such actions. It is hard indeed to feel humble, to know respect and order, to get rid of the attachment, to get rid pure thought and deed, and to become wise. It is easy to point out the mistakes of others, while it is hard to admit one's mistake. A man broadcasts the sin of others without thinking, but he hides his one sin as a gambler hides extra dice. So, until and unless we could purify our oneself, it is very difficult to purify our mind. Until and unless we could purify our minds, we could not walk on the path to the good way of practical attainment. Until and unless we observe, we obey, and we follow the Buddha's nature, Buddha's path, it is difficult to get on the way to the Bodhisattva and the path of Buddha, that is on the way to the enlightenment. One's life journey faith is nourishment, virtue deeds are a shelter. Wisdom is the light of day and right. Mindfulness is the protection of night too. If a man lives a pure life, nothing can destroy him. If he has conquered greed, nothing can limit his freedom. One should forget oneself for the sake of one's family. One should forget one's family for the sake of one's village. One should forget one's life, one's village for the sake of the nation, and one should forget everything for the sake of enlightenment. Everything is changeable, everything appears and disappears too. There is no blissful peace until one pauses beyond the agony of life and death. So these all are the actions what we should follow and what we should live from our life. We should live, we must live all the bad habits, greedy, loss and hatred. We should possess the Chatu Brahma Vihara, Karuna, Maitri, Mudita and Upekkha. Karuna, compassion; Mudita, tranquility; Maitri, friendliness; and Upekkha, to remove, to sacrifice oneself for the benefit of the others. For this, in every walk of our life, we should thought to others' benefit, and our mind, our vision should be clear to leave the sins, to leave the bad habits, to possess good habit, to possess tranquility and peace. This is only we could possess because of the Buddha's nature. If we learn the nature of Buddha, if we learn the activities of the Buddha life, when Buddha realized the four things: the dead body carrying, the ill people, the holy man, the age-growing people, because of seeing these four activities, four objects, Buddha's mind is dwelling to know the truth. So by this way, we can observe and we can go through the way of practical attainment, the good way in our life for achieving the enlightenment. So in this way, we end the practical way of attainment for achieving the enlightenment. Thank you very much, my dear Dharma friends and followers. We will meet you again tomorrow and today also at 3:30 in Vajrayana and Vajrayana therapy discussions too. Thank you very much. Bhavatu Sarvamangalam.